Hey, beautiful people, it is your girl T, and I am back to do my coloring supplies stash part 2. Part 2 is going to be markers and more. So just another comment before I get started. Again, a lot of the things that I have accumulated have been over the many years. Also things I was able to get because I was in art school. So a lot of the supplies I have also is because I was in art school. I did not get all of this stuff at one time. And of course, you bargain shop, and some things were gifted, some things were found on deep discount clearances and things like that. So this is not, again, a braggadocious type of video. It's just sharing with you some of the tools that I use to color in the adult coloring books. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the paint. Okay, and we're going to start with acrylics. So I like to use acrylic paint for the backgrounds. And some of the paint that I like to use would be like this folk art matte finish acrylic paint. This color is vintage white. I have not used that yet, you see. I think I found these at Walmart. I also have pure black. I also have wicker white. I have aqua, and these are again all matte finish. I have a true blue. I have, of course, baby pink, because that's my favorite color, baby pink. And then I have a midnight, and this is a really cool color because it's kind of like bluish black. So that's midnight. And then I have the metallics. So I have royal gold. I have sterling silver. I have the antique copper. Then these are by folk art. Okay, these are folk art. Then I have this deco art metallic dazzling splendid gold. I then have a folk art. This is a gold. Let's see. It's the same as this one because I kind of ran out. So that's like a metallic gold. Okay, that's by folk art. So those are the metallics that I have. And then I also have the twinkles by Deco Art. So I have silver and gold glitter. There's glitter in there. So those are twinkles. Kind of similar to stickles, but not quite. These are paint. And then I have a twinkles in crystal. See the sparkles in that? Then I have twinkles in black. And then I have twinkles in galaxy blue. And then I also have this glitterific folk art. It's glitterific and it's gold. You can see the glitter flakes are huge in that one. This kind of goes on very clear, just like all of these, but it's even more so because the glitter is huge inside of there. Keeping along with the paint, I also have some of these Amsterdam Royal Talons. Actually, they're made in Amsterdam, but these are Royal Talons acrylic paint. So we have a sienna, raw sienna. We have this nickel yellow. And then we have lamp black. And then we have this pretty orange. Look at that. It's a vermilion. Okay. And that's all for acrylic paints. I have another big tub of acrylic paint, but they're so old. They're from before I started coloring and stuff. So I won't show you those, but I have another big tub of the big tubes like these. They're the big tubes. All right. And then we'll go into the watercolor next. I have this water mixable oil color. This is beige, and it's a Lucas Berlin. And then I have this Da Vinci Paints Permanent Artist Watercolor in Lamp Black. All right. Then, keeping it along with the watercolor or water solubles, I have this 5 mixing color set of Holbein gouache. And you get 5 15 milliliter tubes. So you get primary magenta, primary yellow, primary cyan, primary black, and primary white. And these are Holbein. Next, watercolors. I have these Koi watercolors here. Okay, this is the Field Sketch Box size. So it comes with this little tray for mixing. As you can see, I've been mixing. And you get 24 colors in this one. It also comes with a watercolor brush, you know, to use. I do use this when I use this set. And then these 2 little sponges here. So one watercolor set. Then I picked up these free samples at the art fair of the QOR watercolors. Just 5, you know, there's 6 colors here to try. I have not tried those yet. They're kind of expensive. And these are by Golden Artist. And then here's another set with different colors, as you can see there. And again, these are QOR samples. All right, and then I have some, I think these are Artist Loft metallic watercolors. And I have used these, and they actually are okay for the most part. They're not the best quality, but they get the job done. I can use these in some of the, you know, books that I don't want to use my really good stuff in. But here you have a set of, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 28 in this one. Okay. And then I have another metallic watercolor set, and these are by Yasutoma. These are, I think, Sakura, I want to say, but I'm not really sure. But Yasutomo is at the bottom. These are nicer quality, and I'll open it. These are nicer quality, and I do like using these as well. So you see the shimmer in those. They're really nice. All right. Next, I have the La Petite Aquarelle Fine Student by Sennelier. They are 12 10 milliliter. I'll go ahead and open it. I haven't used this yet. I picked this up at the Art of the Carolinas Fair. What I like about these is that there's this, here you can put your hand under this band and hold your set. Oh, this the wrong way, but to keep it steady in your hand. You see that? Keeps it steady in your hand. Okay, and then you have these little locks here on that. And you open those up and you have your paints. See that? 12 different colors. And so that's a nice variety of color you can see there. And it's a nice mixing area for the paint as well. So again, those are Sennelier. And these are made in France. And they are the La Petite. Okay. Next, I have the Charvin water-soluble pastel painting sticks. And I'll open those up. This is something I haven't yet played with either. Pure Pigment Light Fast Pastel Painting Sticks for wet and dry painting. And they come with this nice foam here to protect them. I may have some broken ones. Yes, they're very delicate, but these are the painting sticks, and you get 48 colors in this set. 48 colors. And then the second layer has your more earth tones here. So these are really nice. I also picked these up at the Art of the Carolinas Fair. All of this stuff was on really deep discount, and I got to play with them before I bought them, and I absolutely love the way that they, the way that they react to water. And so, of course, I wanted to get those. Okay, again, those are Charvin Paris water-soluble pastel painting sticks. All right. All right, next I have these cheap little Bentoto House stamp pads I used for a background. Turned out pretty nice. I got these on, I think, AliExpress. I thought the pads were going to be bigger, but they weren't, so yeah, I just got 2 small ones there. All right, next we have stickles. I have plenty of stickles. Mainly the stickle colors that I get are like the diamond, reds, greens, blue, and that's because I like to use these for holiday, Christmas pictures. So you see the colors I have here. So this is a Christmas red. We have crystal, diamond, and I think, oh yeah, stardust, diamond and stardust. Then I have the greens. I have holly and green. Holly and green. For the blues, I have waterfall and ice blue. Then I have a gold. And then I have a cranberry. And the last one is black diamond. And that is really pretty, you guys. Black diamond. All right. Next, as far as like paints or similar to paints, I have these Dr. P.H. Martin's iridescent. These are calligraphy inks, but you can use these in your coloring books. I also have this gold enamel. See that? Very pretty metallic to use. And then I have this really, really pretty frosted peach. Look at that. You have to shake them up. And this is another Dr. P.H. Martin's iridescent. Okay. And I'm just going to pause for a moment so I can get the next set of things out. Okay, next we're going to get into my pen type of thing. my pens. Let's just say pens. Okay, so I like to use Micron pens. So I do have a set of Microns. And these are all different sizes. You have a 0.05, 0.01, 005, 02, 05, a 08, and a 03. And those are Micron pens. And these are by Sakura. These are really, really good. And they are water resistant. So I really like using these. You can use these to make, define more defined lines. If you've colored over something and you're like, the line looks, you can't really see the line, you can add it back with these pens. So I like to use those. And then we have a sketch liner. And this is by Montana. It's a Montana sketch liner. And the nib is very, very tiny. Let me see what size this is. This is their Extra Fine 01 Montana by Montana. All right, the next thing I have are my Pentel Finito Extra Fine point pens. You can see the nib. I'm sorry, you can see the nib on that. Okay, so I have 2 of those. And then I have a Copic multi-liner in black. This is a brush pen. So you can see that. It's a brush tip. And then I have a another Copic multi-liner in cobalt. That is a 0.3. And this one is a nib, I'm sorry. This is a nib, not a brush tip. All right, and then I have a Sharpie pen. And this has a really cool, fine nib on it as well. Okay, some things I forgot were in this box here are some, these are the Kohinoor Magic pencils. They're kind of like the Tritones in a way, but they're bigger and they only come in these 5 colors. Okay, so they're called Kohinoor Hardtmuth Magic pencils. And I have 5 of those. And then I have the Caran d'Ache Colors Flou. So these are like the highlighter pencils in yellow and hot pink. Those are some pencils I forgot. So, see, when I dig for stuff and I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to show those. I have too much, guys, too much. Okay, so next, continuing on with pens. Well, yeah. These are more, yeah, with pens. We'll go continue with pens. I have some, what are these? Felt tip pens by Papermate, black, purple. You see all these different colors. These are all felt tip pens. Okay, so I use felt tip. Then I have some metallic pens. These I got from AliExpress. These metallic pens and I'll show you the tips. That's how the tips look. They are okay. I don't really like them that much, but they were really cheap. I mean, like $1 each. So you can't, I mean, you get silver and gold. So those. You guys, it's so random because this stuff is not organized. So I do apologize. All right, and I have some Les Plumes. Okay. Then I also have some Fiskars. Okay, I have some Fiskars here. These are dual tip markers. Okay. I also like to use any kind of metallic paint pen. And I'll show you those. These are called painters. They come in different sizes. You can find these at Walmart. And they have a strong smell. So if you can't handle, strong smelling, markers, these are not ones you want to get. But you shake them up and they have the nib where you push down on it. As you can see, you push down and the ink comes down and you color with it. So I like to keep these in my stash. They work really good. And then I have some smaller ones. Oh, no. I'll show y'all. Sorry, not organized here. All right. And then we have some, we have some Deco Color opaque paint markers. Okay. I then have some Sakura Permapox in gold and copper. And then I have one in silver as well. I have a Pen Touch Calligrapher Gold. I got this because I wanted a really pretty gold. But the nib is so wide because it's made for calligraphy, I have to use it on the tip or on the side. And then I have this silver marker. It's by Pilot. I don't really care for this one because when you press down on the nib, it pours out. And so if I use it, I'd have to like use it like paint, like put it in like a on a plate and use it with a paintbrush. All right, and then I have in this box of stuff, I have an aqua pen by Graphics, and they have a fine tip on this end and a brush tip on this end. And then I have a Martha Stewart Crafts dual tip calligraphy pen, and this is like a brown color, sepia. All right, so next we're gonna go into, since we're doing pens, I'm gonna take you over to some of the gel pens now. Okay, so I have the Color It Glitter gel pen set. It comes with 48 colors. They're really pretty, and then you get a refill set for all of them. So these are the refills. The case is gorgeous. It sparkles. It's so pretty, you guys. But these are pretty good. I really like using these gel pens. Okay. All right. Then I have more pens. I have this container here that I just keep things in, like the Staedtler Triple Plus Fine Liner. I have my Signo gel pens in here, the white ones. I have some jelly rolls in here. Several, actually. These are all jelly rolls here. As you can see, all these jelly rolls. More jelly rolls here. And again, more jelly rolls. And then these are some random, down here, that what's left are just some random gel pens I found. They're called Super Marble, and they're marbled. So I have a set of those in there. Okay, so that's that. All right, and then I had to get these jelly rolls here. They come with the metallic classic Moonlight Stardust and the silver shadow and gold shadow. So I have this set as well. And this comes with 74. And I did do the swatches for them on the inside of that. So those are really fun to use. I liked using Sakura. They are so nice. They can spill out a lot of ink. So you have to kind of like really watch when you're using those. So I have those. All right. So that's all for gel pens. I don't really use them that much. So now we're going to go into markers. All right. So now I have here the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens. And I have a light indigo, warm gray. This one is black. And then this one is dark indigo. I have the Skin Tone Copic Chow markers. And these are really nice. And so you get two different chisel and the brush tip. These are really nice markers. And I don't really use markers that much as far as for skin because I'm still practicing that. I don't think I'm that good at using them for skin. So I kind of just use them for other parts of the pages. Next, I have these twin tip markers, this twin tip marker set. And I got these at Hobby Lobby when they had that deep discount. I ended up getting these for $13. I cannot find any replacements on these. They're called Conda. So I have some that are dried out. I'm going to go through these and like just use them up. But there's a nice array of colors here. These were so fun to use. I use these in my the finished books that I have posted. I use these markers in many of those pictures. They were really fun to use. All right. Next, I have a bin here with random markers. So I have Winsor Newton, pigment markers in Cool Gray. Cool Gray 1, this is Cool Gray 3. Neutral Gray 5 and Warm Gray 6. I have Prismacolor markers. These are the older ones. These are ones that I purchased from a young woman who was just trying to get rid of her original Prismacolors, and I was able to get those. So many beautiful colors here of Prismacolor markers. Then I have some Faber-Castells in here. Another Faber-Castell in dark indigo. And here's a really big Faber-Castell Pitt pen. The big brush. I love this. Look how big that brush is. These are nice. I love this big brush. So I want to get more of these big brush. All right, then I have one in white. Again, it's a big brush, but that's a nib actually, not a brush tip. But it's a big nib. And a couple Pro markers by Winsor Newton here. Warm Gray 3, Warm Gray 2. And these are some of the pens I like to use in the background, which are the Higgins Black Magic to do the backgrounds. And also these Toma Art acrylic markers. You can see how big the nib is. It lets out a lot of ink. So I like to use those. I have another Higgins Black Magic. And another Faber-Castell Pitt pen in Indian ink. And I think that is a thin brush tip. And then I have another Chow Copic marker in Y38. All right, moving right along. All right, next I have the Caran d'Ache Fiber Tip pens. These ones were sent to me by Maped. I'm going to be doing a review on these soon. These are the Maped Graph pens. And this is a set of, oh, how many? Looks like 24 maybe. These are going to be probably really nice to use because they look like fine liners or fine points. Yeah, so like fine liners. They also sent me these markers, fine tip. These are like the child version. They're washable, and there's 24 in here. And then I also received these brush markers. There's 10 in here. Brush tips, and they are washable. So probably wouldn't use these in anything that I wanted to have like a permanent color. Okay, next I have, still in the markers, I have this container, or this zipper pouch, filled with some koi coloring brush pens, water-based. Okay, so they have a brush tip, sorry. So I have the gray set, and then I have here the, like the primary colors, except for this is not a primary color, these two. And primary colors, brown and black. And then I have some more Faber-Castell artist pens. And then that's in the green, a blue, red, and yellow. Then I have some Zig Memory System brushables. And those came in 5 pastel colors. Well, actually, I take that back. Excuse me. One side's pastel. Let's get closer. One side's pastel, and then one side is the standard color. Okay, and then I have some more Pro Marker Winsor Newtons, and I try to get more skin tones so I can practice that. So I have these here, and then I have these here. So let's turn back to that. These colors here, here, oh, sorry, and here, Pro Markers. Okay, still in the markers, I have some more Prismacolor markers. These are the newer version. These are ones that I had to purchase for art school. So I have a nice set here of those. Newer version. I also like Stabilo. So I have Stabilo, like the fine ones. And then I have the Stabilo. So let me see what number they are, because these are kind of different. So these are 0.88 fine. 0.88 fine. And then I have the Pen 68s. So I'll show you the difference in the nibs. Okay, so the Stabilo 0.68 have that type of nib. And then the fine one, let me find out other colors, have a little teeny nib. See that? Kind of hard to see. All right. And then I also in this container have, oops, my Prismacolor fine liners. So I have a whole set of these Prismacolor fine liners. Prismacolor fine liners. Okay, continuing on with markers. For someone who doesn't like to really use them that much, I kind of do have quite a bit of them. Next we have Sharpies. I like using these the most, I think. Even though I like the Prismacolor and the others, I really like using these. They're fun to use on mandalas and just pictures you want to finish real quick. So I have the fine points, and then I have the same set, or several sets in the ultra fine. And then I have some metallics. Okay. I also have some neons. I have the neon set as well. All right. Continuing right along. Sorry about that noise. Next we have more, and these are my Posca pens. So I have white and black set. They have all different sizes. Where is it? They come in all different sizes for the white and black set, so you can see the different size pens. I have those. I like to use these also in the coloring books for backgrounds. And then I have a set of the different colors. And these are all one size. And I'll show you how big those nibs are in those. And I keep them in this bag because it's just easier for me. I have not used that, but you see how big the nib is on that. So you can buy them in various sizes. Let me see if I have one open that has a small size. Here we go. This is a 1, actually a 0.7. So you see how small the nib is on that. I have another one open, I think, yes. This is a 0.7, and you can see the nib on that. So, yes, I like these a lot. And I'm very choosy as to when I use them. But this is my Posca container. Cute. All right. I think that is it for markers. Yes, no more markers. That is my marker collection. Next, we're going to go into some water-soluble inks that I have, and water-soluble crayons and things like that. And we're almost done. Oh, shoot. I take that back. I have another set of markers. And something else, sorry. Oh. All right, before I get into the water-soluble crayons and things, I have this gouache. These are gouache cakes, high pigment concentration. These are fun to use. This is Caran d'Ache student line, but these are some really big cakes. You can replace them because you have, little pans here. It comes with a brush. I have not used that brush, but I'm sure it's probably okay quality. But I did use this for the blue, and I absolutely loved how it turned out. You also get a little white one. You can squeeze in there if you want and let that dry up. But yes, that's another watercolor type, but it's gouache cakes. All right, and back to markers real quick. I have some Copic. These are like the regular Copic, the big ones. I have 2 of those. I have another, this is a blender, colorless blender for Prismacolor. What is this doing in here? Then I have another type of pen. This got mixed up, so I'm gonna find a place for that. And then I have this also, this Sketchbox signature brush marker pen. And then last but not least in the markers, I have the Chameleons. I have Chameleons. I forgot another Copic, so there it is. So then I have the Chameleons, and I've tried these once, and I like them. I just have to learn how to use them. But I do have 2 sets here of the Chameleons, and these are really fun. All right. Next, we're going to go into the inks. So I have these. These are called water brush inks. So basically they take a water brush that you would use for a watercolor, and they actually put permanent ink or water soluble ink in there. So you can use these on your page, and you can, use another paintbrush if you want to thin it out, like a watercolor. So it's all in the tubes here. So I have those. Same concept, but these are Jane Davenport, and these are called mermaid markers. So in this set you get 12 different colors. These are really nice, guys. I use them. I use a red one on a page, and I absolutely loved these. So I have that, and those are the Jane Davenport mermaid markers. Next, I have the Faber-Castell gel sticks. So they kind of remind me of the gelatos. They kind of look like them. These are student grade gel sticks. I'll take those out so you can see them. They're like gelatos basically, and I've numbered them because I've already done swatches. But do you see that? Looks like a little chapstick, but they're little gel sticks. So I found those. And then Maped sent me their version of a watercolor crayon in this nice little case. Uh-oh. I don't think I opened these yet. No, because I haven't done a review. But I'll turn it around here. They're like little crayons and they're water soluble. And it comes with this paintbrush here. I'm finding that the paintbrushes in these sets are not very good. Okay, so I don't like the paintbrushes inside of these sets. They're not good at all. All right, next I have Lyra Aquacolor. And these are kind of like the Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2s, but by Lyra. I've been working with these in my Romantic Country book, and I am in love. This is the 24 set, but they have a 48 set, so I'm thinking about getting the complete set, so I don't have to do a lot of mixing. But now I'm doing mixing, but I kind of don't want to mix all the time. So I really enjoy these. These are, if you can't afford a Neocolor 2, then this is the next best thing to me, in my opinion. The next best thing that you can get, and they're not that expensive. All right. And then I have the Neocolor 2 84 count water soluble crayons, and I have used these, and I like these as well. Again, they are really fun to use. I like how versatile they are. So you get, I don't want to spill these. Oh, I don't have to do that. I always do that. I do not have to pull that out. One thing about Caran d'Ache, if you have something on a second layer, they put it actually in the tray, metal tray. So, and that's the second layer. So I have those. And these are lovely, lovely, lovely. They can be expensive. So again, if you have the extra money, you might want to get those. But if not, the Lyra Aquacolor are just as good to me. Not just as good, but they're comparable to these. These are the best ones. All right. Last but not least, the pastels that I use. All right. So I use these Royal Langnickel pastels. I believe there's 36 in this set. For the chalk, the soft pastels. They're very dry. They don't, they blend okay, but they're powdery. So I rarely use these. I use these when I can't get a color right with my next set, which are the Faber-Castell 24 soft pastels. And I really love these a lot. So you can see these get some use. So when I can't find the right color, I will go to the Royal Langnickel. Those Royal Langnickel, I got those for $5. So that's a really good value. So if you, again, are on a budget and you can't really spend a lot of money on, art supplies, you can try the budget brands. They're good, but you're not going to get the best quality, but they're good for that purpose of coloring books. So these are the Faber-Castells. And last but not least, in my coloring supplies stash, markers and more, are my pan pastels. So I have a set of 5. I have not used these. They're stacked. They're ultra soft. I have my next video. I'll show you the tools that I have for those. But I have this beautiful red color, the yellow, like mustard color you saw there. Let's get the next one. I believe that one's white. Oh. One thing about these is I'm not so good with screwing them on and off. Oh, there we go. And then I have white. I'm going to have to get that little tray that they go in. And I have a black. And the last one is really, really beautiful. This royal blue, I love that. So that's it, guys. It was quite a bit. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll show you like all the brushes and the stencils and erasers and sharpeners and things like that that I use. And that will actually wrap up this series. So thanks for watching, y'all. Until next time, take care.